Today I'm going to share with you some really yummy, easy fall slow cooker recipes. Today's recipes are from Sandra Lee's Semi-Homemade Slow Cooker Recipes cookbook. Everything I've tried in there so far has been amazing. So are you ready? Apron's on, let's go. The first recipe we're going to do from Sandra Lee's cookbook is 5-spice beef stew. You'll need 2 pounds of beef stew meat cut into 1-inch pieces, 1 pound of baby carrots, 3/4 cup beef broth, 2 cans of diced tomatoes. In her recipe, the diced tomatoes have onions and garlic in them, but what I have on my shelf is just regular diced tomatoes, so we're gonna dice up a little bit of onion and add some garlic in. 5-spice seasoning, and I'm guessing Chinese 5-spice is like the 5-spice she's asking for. It's from McCormick. If this is wrong, we'll find out when we taste the end result. And some salt and pepper, and some mashed potatoes to go with it. And we have some leftover mashed potatoes from the other night, so I'm gonna use that up as well. I'm not sure how much onion to use, so I'm just gonna eyeball this. Dice it up thin. Can't go wrong with onion and garlic. That looks good to me. Okay, we're gonna add our beef stew meat, carrots. We're gonna add our canned tomatoes in, undrained. Then I'm gonna add in all that onion and garlic. Next, I'm going to add my 3/4 cup broth and our tablespoon of our 5-spice, and I pray that this is the right one. If not, this will be interesting. Everything that I looked up, it looks like it is, so we'll cross our fingers. All right, so we have our beef stew meat, our carrots, our onions and garlic, our tomatoes, our beef broth, our 5-spice seasoning. We're gonna give this a mix. Smells good. Okay, we're gonna put the lid on this and it will cook on low for 8 to 10 hours. I'm so interested in this stew, I can't wait. Okay, it is done and it smells really, really good. Oh, look at that. All right, so I did sneak a taste and it's really good. And it's interesting with this 5-spice blend because in it, it says it has anise, fennel, cinnamon, cloves, and black pepper. I was really nervous about it in here, but you guys, the flavor is really good. I'm shocked, impressed. Wow. All right, now let's serve it up. I have this really yummy dinner roll that we could have it with. I heated up the mashed potatoes. Oh, look at that. Oh, it smells really good. Ooh, look at the carrots. Oh, I definitely want some of that yummy broth. Oh yeah. Now let's make room for the mashed potatoes. Put a big scoop of that right in there. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, and then just season with salt and pepper. I'm gonna give this a taste with the mashed potatoes. Oh yeah. Wow, I am so surprised. I didn't think I was gonna like this. So here we have it, 5-spice beef stew. The flavor I was really nervous about, but it is so, so good. This next recipe is Texas barbecue chili. So what you'll need is a pound of beef stew meat cut into bite-sized pieces, a pound of lean ground beef. You'll need a packet of hot chili seasoning, a can of diced tomatoes, 2 cans of kidney beans, a bottle of mesquite barbecue sauce, a can of diced chilies. It could be mild or hot. Mine are mild. some chopped onions and peppers, and her recipe calls for frozen onions and peppers, but we are using fresh. And optional is some shredded pepper jack cheese. All right, let's get going on this. I'm gonna get these peppers and onions chopped up or diced up. So we'll need a cup of the onions chopped and the peppers chopped. Okay, so first in a skillet, you're gonna cook your ground beef and then drain the extra fat when you're done. And then in your slow cooker, we're going to combine your beef stew meat and your ground beef. Okay, we're gonna rinse and drain our cans of kidney beans. We'll add our kidney beans in and add in that whole 18-ounce bottle of the Mesquite barbecue sauce. Use any brand of Mesquite barbecue sauce. I had a hard time finding a Mesquite barbecue sauce at a couple of stores. I don't know what's going on. But I was able to snag one. And then your undrained diced tomatoes. Okay, add your green peppers in. And I'm not sure why she likes to use the frozen. I honestly don't think it's gonna make a difference, and I think fresher would be better. I mean, the frozen kind gets flash frozen, like it's peak of its freshness, but that's fine. Just use fresh if you got it. Okay, we're gonna add our diced green chilies and our chili seasoning mix. All right, give this a good mix. You could cook it on low for 6 to 8 hours. And if you want to do high, my guess is 4. I think that's a safe bet. Ooh, this smells really good and it's not even cooked yet. All right, I'm gonna throw my lid on and let this go. And then at the end, we'll shred that pepper jack cheese. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. Oh. Would you look at that? Wish we had smell-o-vision. It thickened up. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, I have some sourdough bread that is buttered. We have the Texas barbecue chili, and then I shredded up some of that pepper jack cheese. So we're gonna get that down on there. What else would you add to this? Definitely leave me down below. I would love to know what you guys would add to it. All right, let's taste it with the cheese, the ground beef, and the stew meat. Oh, that's a good bite right there. Wow. All right, this is going in full rotation in our home. The family is going to devour this. This is seriously out of this world. Oh my gosh, so good. All right, if you make something like this, let me know down below. What would you add to it? Oh my gosh, that cheese all melty. Oh my word, yum. So last year I did a whole apple video for you where I showed you how to freeze apple pie filling and make some freezable apple crisps. So good. I'll leave the video down below. Well, with all the scraps from the apples, I decided to make apple cider. So easy to do in the slow cooker. So let me share with you how to make it. I have all these apple peel cores and slices, and I'm gonna add some into my slow cooker. I'm probably gonna need 2 slow cookers for all of this. And I am gonna let this cook down and get a ton of juice from it. And then we're gonna make some apple cider with it and have it for the next couple of weeks to sip on. So I've never done this before. I've just been seeing it everywhere and I'm like, gosh, there's gotta be something we could do with all this, and there sure is. I might need to grab another slow cooker and we're gonna get all this in and let it cook all day. All day. I'm probably gonna let it go for like 10 hours and see what we get. Okay, I'm gonna have the slow cookers on low. And I'm not gonna add any water to it because it's gonna do its thing. And whatever doesn't fit in here, I'll go give to the chickens. Okay, just gonna get the lids on. They're gonna cook all day, maybe up to 10 hours on low. And then when it's done, we're gonna have to strain and get all that juice out and then strain the peels. So it's gonna be a sticky process, but I think it's gonna be awesome. And if I could pull this off, then I'm gonna do this every year for sure. So, all right. That's gonna do its job on low. Okay, so I did end up adding some water to it earlier. Now we got all this juicy goodness going on. So I unplugged them. I'm going to drain what I can in a strainer and collect it all in a bowl and get as much juice out as possible. Okay, I am draining out in the strainer and collecting the juice. I'm going to be squishing this down, breaking it down, putting it in a cheesecloth, and getting as much as I can out. Okay, I got a ton of juice just from draining it and then using my cheesecloth and draining it out. And here's all the rest of those peels and everything from being drained. I'm going to store this up, put it in my refrigerator, and work with it tomorrow, and we'll make some yummy cider. So this was in the refrigerator overnight, and the way it was in the refrigerator it froze a little. That's fine. I'm gonna go in and get all that pulp and stuff that gathered and scoop it out and strain it. And then I'm gonna heat this over the stove once I do this process, and we're gonna add some oranges and cloves and cinnamon sticks to it and let it work its magic on the stove, and we'll have nice warm apple cider. All right, I got all the pulp out. It's even thick, and I think it has to do with the peel, because it has its own, like, is it lectin? Its own gelatin. So look, it's a little thick. So now we're gonna get this on the stove, and I'm gonna add oranges and cloves and cinnamon sticks to it. Now I know I could have put the seasonings in the slow cooker with the apples, but I decided not to. I'm gonna start with a 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, a 1/2 of a sliced orange, and some cinnamon sticks, and some cloves. I'm not sure how many, I'm just doing that much. I'm gonna let this simmer and then taste and see how it goes, but I am so excited about this. And there you have it, apple cider. It's so good, you guys. Try it. I thought it would be harder than what it was. It's really not that hard, and it's delicious. So in the comments below, how do you make yours? What do you add to it? I would love to know. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed these yummy, soothing fall recipes. If you would like some more slow cooker recipes, just click on the 2 videos I have for you down here. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Bye.